Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about Pinterest and how to try to monetize some of that traffic that Pinterest is getting and sending it back to to our own web properties. And this is just a fun way. Pinterest is very popular right now and it's getting a ton of traffic, so it's not to be ignored. And it's pretty easy to set up a board, and I'm going to show you that in this video. So here's one of the boards I just created for this. Let me click on that so you can take a look at it. It's basically indie thriller authors that I like. It's the name of the board, as you can see here. And what I did is I've pinned different authors, self-published authors that write the fiction, crime, thriller fiction, and I created my own board for that. So I'll show that to you here. Here's the actual board, and it's very easy to do, very easy to set up. As you can see here, I'm going to walk you through this process. And the objective here is, if you go back to, let's go back to the main page here. The objective here is that people will that are also interested in thriller work will look at my board, will see, will agree, will like it, and then I have here a way of my URL here. So they click on that, and they'll be taken from the Pinterest page to my own page that I set up with these Amazon widgets and with my affiliate links to these authors' books. And also, as you can see here, is an opt-in list. So I'm going to show you how I set all this up in this video. Adding a board to Pinterest is very simple. You just basically go to add, click on that, create a board, and boom, that's it. You just name your board, select the category, and then who you want to pin. I suggest to keep it to just me. And then you click create a board, and that is it. It's as simple as that. Call this board Indie Thriller Authors I Like. I'm selecting for the board category film, music, and books. And I'm just going to allow myself to pin on this board. Go ahead and create it. And boom, that is it. Now it's as easy as just to click on add. And you'll be able to add pins. You can either upload a pin if you're going from a image that you have on your computer, for example. Just click on browse, and it'll pull that up. Or you can also, if you're just going straight from a URL, you can click on add a pin, and then just enter the URL, and it'll find the images. Or if it's a video, it'll find the video. So it's very simple, straight process in creating a board on Pinterest. Now, it's important that you're sending the people to your actual web properties, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And so I'm going to show you how easily it is to create a page like this using these Amazon widgets. It's a very easy process, and so let me walk you through that right now. What I'm going to show you in this video is creating a widget. So I'm going to click on that tab, and it's going to load all the different widgets that Amazon offers to you, and they offer a lot of different options. The one I'm going to be using here is the slideshow, and I'll get into the reasons why here in a second, but I'll go ahead and click add to your web page. And this says, now here we are in the slideshow widget section of the widgets. And the process is very simple. Now, you can go ahead and put something here, like, for example, thrillers, let's say. And let's say we're going to do Kindle books. So the Kindle store. Click OK, or click on Go. And here it's going to create a whole bunch of options for you. All you need to do is just start clicking on add products, right? And it's going to be very easy, then just copy and paste the code. However, I highly recommend that you put a little bit of, elbow grease into it, because just grabbing the copy that the Amazon gives you, if you type in, for example, thrillers, that's going to be books that Amazon is putting on for you. You're not really adding anything. So you want the end user to really feel that you're connecting with them, especially social media. The whole thing that we're doing here is people that are coming through Pinterest, for example, in this example. And so these are people who are active in social media, and so you want to interact with them a little bit, and you just don't want to just send them off to something that Amazon just spat out for you. So I actually spend about 20 minutes putting these slideshow widgets together. And so for this one, for example, is I'm doing one in about mystery thrillers. So that kind of narrows down the book selection. Beyond that, though, I'm also creating this as going to be mystery thrillers from indie authors, from self-published authors. And so that's what I'm doing here. I usually like to put about 10 books here, 10 items, because we're used to the top 10. So we have a connection with that. And so here we go. It's very simple to do. So I just go to Amazon, and I plug in the authors that I like, that I've been reading, and that I know that are independent authors. I might get one wrong, but that's fine. And so here, for example, this is here's one from Gary Ponzo. So it's very simple. You just go here to the product details, and you copy the ASIN number here, and then you go back to your slideshow widget, and then just go ahead and paste that there. Click go, and Amazon will pull that up for you, and there it is. All you need to do then is just click on add product, and as you can see, here it is, a Touch of DC. You can also add your comments here, which I recommend. You just put a little verbiage in there, especially if you've read these books. I haven't read all of these yet, but that's something you can still add your little comment on there. Once you have your 10 items in there, then we can move to the next step. Okay, the final step in creating your slideshow widget is to then design how you want it to look on your site. And Amazon gives you a ton of different options for your content and layout. As you can see here, there's a simple gallery scrolling, different sizes from small to big, even the transitions and how fast you want the transitions to occur. They take care of it all. Now, what I like to do, I like to select the scrolling one, and you can see the preview here. That will show you a preview of what your widget's going to look like, as you can see here. And I like to use the landscape, and it's loading the preview here, so there you see it. And I like to, for size, I usually go about 500 to 175. I don't want to make it too huge. It just depends. And then, and the reason I like this version is because if you go to Amazon's site, as you can see, that's what they use. They use this slideshow widget themselves, and so people are used to seeing that. And so when they come to my site, it'll look similar to that. You'll see it. I'll show it to you when it's all on my site. And so people are already familiar with this type of scrolling widget, and so that's why I like to select this version. So next step is to go ahead and add it to the web page. All right, so once you have your widget set up as you want it, the next step is to add it to your web page. So just click on right here, add to my web page, click on that button, and Amazon will create the code. And now all we need to do is just copy and paste it. So Control A to select the whole code, then click on copy, and it'll tell you it's been copied. Then I like to go into a notepad or text editor and go ahead and copy it to that, just so it's right there nice and handy for me. We'll go ahead and close this. And now we can go ahead and put that on the site. Okay, so here I've logged into my WordPress dashboard. I like to use WordPress for my sites. And it doesn't matter if you're creating a post or a page. I like to create a page for these type of things. And then here's the title. It's going to be also the link to your site. So make sure you're using SEO friendly terms here. So I'm just using indie author thrillers. Here's where I'm going to have a little description of what this page is about. So I'm going to enter that later. Right now I'm going to show you how to copy and paste that code. So here's the widget code from Amazon. So just go ahead and copy that. Click on the HTML tab. You got to do it from the HTML tab. And go ahead and just paste that in there. And then go back to visual. And you won't be able to see it from here, but you'll see that it's been added. There's some code there. Go ahead and click on the preview, and it's going to show you a preview page of it. And as you can see, there'll be text here, and the widget is loading, and there's the widget. So you see it looks pretty nice. It's got information. It even tells them to download it, so if they want to order this, for example, click on download. It'll take them to the Amazon page. And as you can see, here is my tracking code, the Pinterest Thriller widget. And so it's using my affiliate code, so I know that's working. So they can buy it, and I would receive a commission from it. Now, another tip that I would suggest that you do is also to add a opt-in form right on this page. As you can see, I always have it right here on my sidebar widget, so it'll be right on there. But I also like to put one in here, and so it's very simple. You just go to I use Aweber, and they'll generate these codes for you as well. So just copy that, and then go back to your page, and then just insert it. Let's go ahead and preview that. So as you can see, there's going to be my page. Here's going to be my description. Here's going to be the slideshow. and the sign up. And I'll have a little call to action here. Hey, you know, if you like these books or whatever, blah, 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 sign up for my page. So that's why it's important. Even though we're using the traffic that's generated from the popularity of a site like Pinterest, for example, instead of sending them directly to Amazon, though, it behooves you to send them to your own web properties first, just in case you can sign up and start building a list here. So as you can see, it's very simple to do this. It takes once you get the flow of it, you can have this set up in less than half hour. If you're not even, and that's it, because I go through and I make sure that the books here are related to what the people are looking for. If you're just copy and pasting whatever you want here, which I don't recommend, but whatever. If you don't want to put the elbow grease, then you can have this done in just a couple minutes. All right, so that's it for this video. It's getting a bit long. Hopefully you've seen the power of Pinterest and how you should be funneling that traffic to your very own web properties. If you're watching this video anywhere from outside of my website, check it out at IamNirvana.com.